If you've been thinking about moving to the Philippines this year and next year, and you're wondering where and how to find cheap apartments and condo deals, kind of like this one behind me, or, even this one, that's exactly what I'm covering in today's video. And I boiled it down to a easy 3-step process that I have used and my friends have used when moving to the Philippines. So let's get to it. All right, so now we're gonna go through the 3-step process I have. And step 1 is going to be to decide on what you want. This is a crucial step. You need to decide on what you want and what your lifestyle will look like when you're out here in the Philippines. Because there's so many different areas that expats live in, you can pretty much get exactly what you want. If you want more of the city life and more of a fast-paced environment, there's places like that. Like, for example, BGC, Makati, Quezon City. Or on the flip side, if you want something that's a little bit more a slower pace, something that has like more of a small town feel, you might want to check out some of the provinces. So you really want to nail down exactly what you're looking for. Get out a sheet of paper, jot it down, figure out what you want your ideal lifestyle to look like. What do you want to be around? Do you want to be around more city and condos or more nature? Do you want a slower pace of life, or do you want upbeat, fast-paced city life? Do you want to get more bang for your buck, or do you want to live this luxury upscale lifestyle for, a quarter of the price? Those are things that you need to decide on before you even start the search. That's step 1. And I can't stress this enough. Choosing the right location is important. As you know, I've done a couple of different videos in different areas. We had, condo tours in Quezon City, condo tours in Makati. I have some content for BGC coming up. But drop a location in the Philippines in the comment section of an area that you would like me to showcase and review sometime in the future. And just keep in mind, you don't need to live in an Instagrammable part of town, but you want to be in an area that fits in alignment with your overall vision for your lifestyle, especially for those of you who plan to be in the Philippines for a longer time. So if you're planning to retire out here, make sure to keep that in mind. Moving on to step number 2, research and find condo. Now, there are many different areas you can search for online. However, unfortunately, the Philippines does not have a local MLS like how we have in the United States, or something like an apartments.com or rent.com, where you can pull up listings with accurate data. The systems out here are not the most accurate. I recommend 2 websites that I've used in the past for research. That's going to be RentPad.com and then also .property.com.ph. Links of everything is going to be in the description. But with those 2 websites, I was able to do research and plug in the area and part of town that I wanted to be in, how many bedrooms and bathrooms, and of course, my budget. And what I got from that was a list of listings. And from this list, I was able to see and get a snapshot view of what my budget could afford me. Now, you might be thinking you're gonna stop at this step and immediately get on the phones and start reaching out to brokers and real estate agents for these listings. Don't do that. You're going to waste your time spending hours upon hours making phone calls, sending texts and inquiries that probably won't get answered. Because the dirty little truth is, as I said, most of those listings on those websites are not accurate, updated. Meaning, you might be calling on a listing that's already been rented. You might be calling on a listing that's 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months old. The whole idea of using these websites is to just give you a big snapshot picture of the type and styles of condos that your budget would afford you in whatever area of the Philippines that you're looking to live in. But once you have that, then we're going to move on to another website that's going to give you unlimited amounts of listings. And you're probably already using it right now. That's Facebook. Now, you might be skeptical, so stick with me. Instead of using Facebook to DM your Filipina that you plan on meeting out here, use it to actually find your next condo. Go to Facebook groups. This is actually what I've done and what my friends have done in the past. Go on Facebook, take the area that you're looking to live in, type in that area, type in condos for rent, and boom, there are tons of Facebook groups for the areas that you want to live in. And you can scroll through, search through different posts, check on the most recent listings. If you're like me and you want to do everything super simple, super easy, this is what I would recommend. You're going to join the group and create Facebook posts in the group. You're just gonna put what you're looking for. Looking for 1 bedroom under 45K in Makati. Move in ASAP. Move in next month. Send listings now. And watch, your DMs will be flooded from different realtors and unit owners who want to offer up their listings. And once you do that, you can schedule some tours and start checking out these places. And that's where we move on to step number 3. By the way, if you've watched the video I did with my buddy Angelo, that is the same exact process he used to find his condo. So tons of you have been asking in the comment section, how did he find this condo? Where's the condo at? That's exactly how he was able to find that deal of a condo. So now we're on to step number 3, secure the deal. Now, part of this step is a 2 process. You're going to want to inspect the property, make sure you check that everything is working and in proper order. You know, in the Philippines, a lot of places can get you with the photos, just like with most real estate. So don't get fooled by the photos. Actually tour in person. And if you're not able to tour in person, have someone you know, love, and trust tour for you and make sure they're checking on things. Make sure to watch out for hidden fees. Always inspect the property. Check to see if the walls are thin, if the water pressure is working, all of that good stuff. And let's not forget to negotiate like a local. When it comes to applying to most properties, they're going to want you to put down 2 months rent advance and 2 months of a security deposit, or 1 month's rent and 2 months security deposit. They usually say 2 + 2, 1 + 2, somewhere on the listings. So that's what that means. But you never want to forget to negotiate like a local. If you're paying 6 months of rent upfront, maybe ask for a discount on the rent. Or instead of doing 2 + 2, maybe ask if they could do 1 + 2 or 1 + 1. You'd be surprised. In most cases, landlords will say yes. And even if they didn't, it doesn't hurt to ask. All right, here's a couple of bonus tips. Furnished versus unfurnished condos. There are pros and cons to each. Obviously, if you're coming in and you want to get a better deal, unfurnished condos are going to give you a better deal on the rent side of things. However, they're unfurnished, meaning you're gonna have to buy your bed, sofa, TV. You may even have to buy the appliances like the refrigerator, microwave, so on and so forth. You can find cheaper rents with these types of setups. So if you're the type of person who wants to customize your space to your exact liking, then that can be a great route to go with. However, if you're the type of person who's moving here and you just want to get into your place, no hassle, you don't want to have to worry about anything when you're moving, then a furnished condo would make more sense. You're usually going to come with a bed, appliances like microwave, refrigerator. Some may come with a washer and dryer machine, a TV, and dishware and other furnishings. Now, of course, the downside to this is the place might not feel like home, but even for someone like myself who loves individuality and having the space be an extension of myself, living in a place that was furnished did make the moving process easier on me. Another bonus tip is utilizing Airbnb. One thing I want to stress is if you're hesitant on making the move, let's say you're looking at a 6-month to 1-year contract and you just don't know if this place is right for you, I would highly recommend booking that condo on Airbnb to see what the living experience is like. That's actually what I did when I took all of my various trips to the Philippines. I would stay in condos instead of hotels because I had the mindset that I would be living out here one day. And that's why when it came to move, my process for finding a condo was super easy and simple because I had already stayed at 3 to 4 to 5 different places that I was already considering to move to. So once you've done the research on, RentPad and .property.ph, and you've selected some listings, you can take those listings, get the names, pop them into Airbnb, find the unit that you could potentially be renting and living in on a long-term basis, and just rent it on a short-term basis. Book that for maybe a weekend or maybe a week. See how you like it. See if you can deal with, you know, all of the trade-offs and the pros and the cons that the building has. But I guarantee you, if you implement this 3-step process and include these bonus tips, you will absolutely, for sure, be able to find an amazing deal in the Philippines. If you enjoyed this content and this video, and you actually want to take a tour and see what condos are like out here, I made this video just for you. It's right here. You can click it and watch it. We're touring a condo in a very special part of the Philippines that a lot of expats are moving to. So check that out right here. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. I love you all. I appreciate you all for watching. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to press that like button and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, because I'm dropping content like this every single week. If there are parts and areas of the Philippines that you'd like me to cover, or different condos that you'd like me to tour in the near future, just let me know in the comment section. I'm more than happy to tour condos, check out different areas, and make whatever content that you feel is useful. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay blessed. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.